Well, if you're a fan of AIBA boxing, this man needs no introduction. Julio Cesar La Cruz making his way towards the red corner. His opponent is from Bulgaria. Radoslav Pantaleev will box out of the blue corner. So Alexander Kamidov of Uzbekistan is the referee. And we are underway. We're in the 92-kilogram heavyweight division. This one a contest between boxers from Cuba and Bulgaria. And the man wearing red is, well, I'm not sure you can be a legend while you're still active, but he's one of the best AIBA boxers of all time. Julio Cesar La Cruz, the reigning two-time Olympic champion, a man who has claimed 4 world championship titles during the course of his illustrious career. Comes in as a bronze medalist from Yekaterinburg 2 years ago. That was down at 81 kilograms, but moved up to 91 kilogram heavyweight and duly boxed his way to an Olympic title in Tokyo earlier this summer, adding to the 81 kilogram crown he won in Rio 5 years ago. His opponent, boxing in his 3rd world championships here, that is 28-year-old Radoslav Pantaleev of Bulgaria. World championship debut coming way back in 2013, and he comes in as a bronze medalist from the 91 kilogram heavyweight division as La Cruz looking to turn an uppercut underneath. He lost to the eventual champion, the formidable Muslim Gaji Magomedov, at the semi-final stage. And again, so right cross comes over the top from La Cruz, but that gives you an idea as to the caliber of the two men sharing the boxing ring. Both of these boxers representing 8-man teams, as La Cruz with that characteristic back foot style and wide-legged stance. And what he is so good at doing, what his whole team, truth be told, are so good at doing, is taking the opening round, and then La Cruz in particular will use those terrific legs to just control the distance and continue to pile up the points in subsequent rounds. Not a high-tempo boxer by any stretch of the imagination, but he's so comfortable in the boxing ring. Can see that it's a daring style he possesses. There was speculation on the circuit as to whether the man was perhaps past his best, as he scores with a check shot and then digs in a body shot underneath, but this is how he goes about his craft. Double left hand, partially blocked by the right glove, but look at the manner in which he's able to stop on a dime. Tensile strength in his ankles required to do that is impressive indeed. From full speed down to 0 abruptly, and able to change direction. Good work to the body. And again, almost gentle the manner in which he goes about his boxing. Don't think Pantaleev will have been hurt by anything that came in his direction. Some solid shots speared into the body by La Cruz. There was an uppercut as well, as is his custom, standing in between rounds. And one suspects he's taken that opening round after 3 minutes of boxing. And there's confirmation, a clean sweep of the cards for Julio Cesar La Cruz. So some of the action then from the opening round. There's a good left hand over the top. But look at the manner in which he's just able to turn, often at the last minute, to ensure that a shot that was about to land flush is a glancing blow at best, or one that misses the target. And I mentioned the fact that there was some speculation as to whether those reflexes were perhaps just being dulled a little bit. Remember Josh Boatsi, who went on to take Olympic bronze in Rio 2016, put him on the floor at the World Champs in Doha. La Cruz went on to win another world title. That one was his third, adding to the ones in Baku and Kazakhstan. And then Khalil Ko of the United States of America put him on the floor, and the referee stopped the contest after issuing a count at the Chemistry Cup in Halle, which sent, well, shockwaves all around the boxing world, as again La Cruz at his best, just moving masterfully in the boxing ring. There's a contemptuous flashing of that gum shield. You'll see the gold teeth beneath it as well. Oh, that's a beautiful left hand to the body. The left hand upstairs, when it was doubled up, may have been partially blocked by the right glove, but that is the size of Pantaleev's task here. Trying to close the distance against the man coming up from 81 kilogram light heavyweight. Was making that weight division for so long, Julio Cesar La Cruz. I first saw him at the 2011 World Championships in Baku when I was ringside. And I was, well, suitably impressed is an understatement for the way the man went about his craft. Hands down by his belt line. I'm sure he can tie his shoelaces while standing up. Terrific reach the man possesses. And limber lungs, limber legs, strong lungs. And just able to keep the movement going. Came away with a bronze in the World Championships in Yekaterinburg 2 years ago. The eventual champion Bekzad Nurdaletov beating him in the semi-final. And again, for a boxer coming up, oh, beautiful boxing, and then the counter right hand, and then a quick-fisted flurry once again. Pantaleev smiling in his direction, but in the meantime, he's being touched up. His nose is damaged, and he's seeing the points pile up. La Cruz taking a look beyond the boxing ring. Pantaleev saying, come on, hold your feet, fight me. That's what the late, great Marvin Hagler was saying to the 1976 Olympic champion Sugar Ray Leonard during their showdown for the undisputed middleweight title in '87. Sugar Ray Leonard told me during the course of a conversation that he just told him repeatedly, no, 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 he's going to box on his terms. And he was the man who had his hand raised at as the victor in a contest which still causes fierce controversy and intense conversation to this day. Well, second round completed, and once again, it has been a very difficult mission indeed for this man. Simply cannot catch his opponent cleanly. 81 kilogram light heavyweight struggled to do that for the best part of a decade. And look at that, 4 scorecards returned of 10-8 from a man who is a back foot boxer. That's remarkable, but such was his dominance during the course of that second 3-minute round. So some of the action then, some exquisite shot selection from La Cruz, demonstrating his strength on the inside as well. But look at that for making the man miss and making him pay. Wonderful to watch. So we go into the third and final round then. And Radoslav Pantaleev, man who comes in as the reigning bronze medalist, having been outpointed by Muslim Gadjimagomedov at the semi-final stage in Yekaterinburg 2 years ago, is struggling to lay a glove on the reigning Olympic champion in the heavyweight division. And incidentally, it was Muslim Gadjimagomedov who was outpointed by Julio Cesar La Cruz in the gold medal bout in Tokyo earlier this summer. It was a terrific performance, and a boxer as accomplished as the tall, broad-backed Russian reigning world champion was not able to get in the same league, in the same ballpark as La Cruz during the course of that gold medal bout. And Pantaleev is finding himself in a similar position here. La Cruz continuing to box beautifully. And Pantaleev, look at that, literally running after his man, but how many jabs has he taken while trying to close the distance? It must be immensely frustrating. And again, he says, come on, fight me. Hold your feet, stand still, and let's have a tear up. But La Cruz saying, well, I'm doing what I want to do, as he continues to bust him up with the jab. Terrific work. At the midpoint of this final round, and you've got to credit the persistence of Pantaleev, because what else can he do? And as mentioned, sometimes the radar just does go awry. The mouthpiece dislodged by the pecking, poking punches of La Cruz. But Pantaleev has got to maintain the belief that he can find the punch to put this man on the floor and out of the contest. But so far, well, I think that gesture said it all. What do you want me to do? So both boxers told to remain in neutral corners, while the referee sanitizes his latex gloves. While the clock continuing to tick on Pantaleev's tenure in this World Championships. And you have to credit the manner in which he's going about it. He knows that he's in the ring with a man who has got his number tonight. He's afforded himself a wry smile, but make no mistake, that belies the competitive spirit that he's trying to summon up. There he drives in a hard right hand to the body. But La Cruz able to escape from the confined position on the ropes once again. Made to miss as again, just pivoting, spinning off the line, turned in a nudging left hand to the belt line. It's been a terrific display. But Pantaleev has been put on the margins of this contest by the mastery of Julio Cesar La Cruz. Terrific performance. And again, this is against a man coming in as a 5-time national champion of the passionate boxing nation of Bulgaria, reigning World Championship bronze medalist, World Series boxing participant as well. So much experience, so much success globally and continentally, but he was not at the races in this contest tonight. A beautiful display produced by Julio Cesar La Cruz, job done. And a man contesting his first World Championships at 92 kilogram heavyweight has completely outclassed Radoslav Pantaleev, who seems rather frustrated in the blue corner, and one can understand why, because he seldom landed a solid shot on his opponent all night long. And again, we have to emphasize, this is a man who is one of the best in the business. He knows what he's doing. They don't give away World Championship bronze medals. That is what Pantaleev earned last time in Yekaterinburg, but simply not able to get to grips with the elusive Julio Cesar La Cruz.
In the bout number 203, the ring A, the winner on points by unanimous decision in the boxer round of the red corner, representing Cuba, Julio La Cruz Peraza.
So the familiar celebration of Julio Cesar La Cruz, a salute to the fans in the arena here. And you see that embrace, because there's a Cuban coach in the Bulgarians' corner. And nice to see that sportsmanship between the two boxers. A wide margin of victory, 4 scorecards returned of 30 points to 25. We'll see Julio Cesar La Cruz return to the boxing ring on the 31st of October in the evening session, as he continues his quest for a 5th World Championship title. Radoslav Pantaleev eliminated in the second preliminary round of the men's heavyweight tournament. Brilliant display by the Cuban maestro.
proceed with the bout number 204 in the ring A in a men's heavyweight division. Ringside judges from